So I, 19, made this account because I have no one to talk to and think I might be going insane. This is a rant, sorry. Alright, so to start, my family is fairly large. Like 18 cousins from one aunt large. And I myself have 13 siblings ranging from 30-something to 11. I have 6 brothers and 6 sisters, including me. 3 siblings are half and my older sister is dead. I'm literally the middle child, 6th, and was given to my aunt at around 2 years old with my oldest brother, D, 14 to 15 at the time, with my 4th brother, S, 9 at the time. My mother gave a majority of my siblings away due to financial difficulties and her own mental health problems, BPD, the usual hallucinations, and all that jazz. My dad was chill but had a problem of being too chill. He'd let us do what we wanted ECT, and was a drug user and drinker along with my mom. So I grew up with my auntie, who was what you would call lucky in my family. She was paid a lot for keeping me and my brothers, had a house, an unfortunate rarity in my family, partner, and full pantry at all times, so in turn I was also called lucky, and I did know that, but that didn't mean she didn't have problems. She was a narcissistic hypocrite who believed in demons, bad energy, and all that jazz. It was fine, and I learned to grow up around her issues and knew she was a kind woman when we could be, overall not nice but better than most. So while I've lived with her the most of my life, my brothers were more fluctuating members, and lived with my parent more. So into the actually sorry for the tangent. When I was around 10 to 12, my brother, 17 to 18, D, regularly assaulted me. No penetration but very handsy and whatnot. It was a traumatic experience and I shut down, stopped smiling, didn't eat that much, and became very depressed to the point of trying to take my own life. My little sister, S, had found me hanging from my ceiling fan after just pushing myself off the chair. My big brother, R, ran in and had to hold me up by my legs so I wouldn't die. I kicked and screamed obviously, but ultimately lived because Sister S called the paramedics. I was in the hospital when my parents visited and questioned why I did that. I broke down and started explaining. My mom looked devastated and my dad looked downright murderous. It good to note D is not my dad's son, and from my mom's previous relationship. I later heard of my dad barging to my aunt's while she was having a family meeting over me and yelling at him, threatening him and going as far as grabbing a knife. Nothing happened, but now everyone knew what D had done to me. So back into me. My aunt kicked D from the house. Basically everyone cut contact and I stayed reclusive but went to therapy for a good while, and I was honestly alright about it all. After about a good few years, my mom suddenly calls me asking to come to a cafe. I was never close to my mom but still went thinking it's a mummy in me day, but when I sat down with my mom she took my hand with a sort of solemn smile and started going on about reconciliation and forgiveness. I was confused and asked, "What's going on? Did something happen?" She goes on to waving over a man with a baby on his hip and he takes a seat next to her. I'm honestly thinking my mom's finally moved on from my dad, who passed a year prior due to a heart attack. But when I really look at this man and remove his ugly beard, I see D staring right at me with a drooling toddler in his lap. My stomach drops. I thought I was behind on it all, but seeing him again makes my blood cold and my throat closes while my mom is going on and on about how he's changed. She finally has a grandson. He's getting married, but all I can think about is the countless nights I spent crying into my sheets and trying to scrub my body clean. My head spins and I bolt upright just to projectile vomit all over the table before promptly passing out when I tried to walk away. It's been around 2 days since, but my family have been wandering around and telling me, it's all in the past. He's family, my brother, and ECT. And Aunt believes in me and tries her best to chase them away, but she's getting old. My younger sister S, who literally saw me hanging, is by my side, and my older brothers, R and S, are with me. Enough of them believe me, but a majority of family is siding with D along with my mom. It genuinely kills me when she says it was in the past and I was overreacting by throwing up on her and D when all she wanted was for me to bond with him and come to his wedding, bond with my new nephew ECT. I feel ashamed I threw up in a public space and for acting that way, but I honestly can't help myself. Whenever my mom or anyone else mentions him, I only feel disgusted and scared. I'm almost 20 and have to start going back to work, but this is all messing with my head and I just need clear answers. Sorry for the brick texts. I feel so overwhelmed and gross and whatever. Thanks for reading my rant, stranger. Update. Hi, thanks for the love on my last post. I'll admit I cried a few times reading the comments and appreciated you all. It's almost been a week and I've requested for more time off from work because a lot is on my head and this is my only healthy coping mechanism other than breaking down, so yeah. So my sister S, we'll call her SS, has actually been a big help, and I think I would have honestly fell into a deeper pit without her. She's come over every day, cleaned my room, attempted to make me food, and at one point tried to spoon-feed me Chinese food. Thanks SS, but I'm almost 20. Long story short, I would have withered away without her helping. She's talked to me and took it upon herself to meet up and confront D with me on FaceTime. I was obviously against the idea, and I might have burst into tears at one point. She contacted our mom and had her put the meet up together. I made her put her location on, take pepper spray, those alarm alert button things. And I, honest to my atheist-ass God, put a air tag in her back pocket as I feared if anything went wrong I would be completely useless in helping. Basically a week, and I still felt absolutely terrified and feared even the thought of stepping out my room. She meet up with him yesterday at a mall cafe. I muted myself and admittedly trembled whenever I heard him speak. He spoke so freely, like what was burdening me for years was no more than a wisp in the air for him. He talked about his kid, E, his soon wife, C, and his life lately. And honestly, it sounded fucking amazing. He had an apartment close to his in-laws, a fiancé, baby boy, even a damn dog. My sister didn't even bother to show she cared. She cut him off, made lame responses, and got sick of it to the point of going off at him, calling him every name under the sun, calling him out on him, pretending he didn't ruin me, and I think I started crying in the middle of it. SS was definitely shouting and was asked to leave by staff. She told him to stick a lot of things up his ass. His baby isn't lucky to have a father like him, and before she left yelled about telling his fiancé all he's done towards me. She came back and I cried in her arms. She stayed over the night. We binged this anime show she likes with ice cream and chocolates. I'm writing this as her foot's in my side while she snores, and I feel pretty great. I've been at work blocking and cutting of family members siding with D, including mom, and I feel like I can breathe now. I love you SS. And thanks for opening my eyes with the last post. Much love and kisses.